Hi.
It's not your time.
Welcome back to the Ace of Shade. As you can see, it's a lot going on behind us. But we're here to talk about uncut conversations about life, love, and all that shit in between. This is your host, Shantis.
I'm Keisha.
And I'm Ashley, and we are back again with our lovely mothers. We're going to do another quick introduction for those who may not have been able to join us for the first episode.
Hi, this is my outspoken mother,
As we learned last
Jerry.
Jerry.
You guys can call her Miss Jerry.
Jerry.
This is my wonderful mother, Constance, aka Miss Connie.
This is also, I guess, my outspoken mother as well. Terry, you can just call her Miss Terry. She keeps saying Lady T. She keeps saying Lady T, but I don't advise that.
All
I don't advise that.
Y'all, we are back for more laughs, more shade, and more arguing from Keisha and her mom.
She don't even know what to say.
I have no words.
Keisha never has no words.
She never has no
She
words,
doesn't know
right?
what to say. She
I have
like,
no words. Because that would be accurate.
Round two. Ding, ding, ding. All right. Let's start this off.
we're going to start off shortly. Oh, you don't want to ask?
When did you
I
know
thought
you
couldn't
were
read it, y'all.
When did you know you were ready to get married, Mom?
Why is that funny?
Oh,
Me and my mama know why it's funny.
Oh, okay. I'm like, why is that funny? Okay.
well,
Well, when did you think you were ready? What happened that made you think you were ready to get married?
But you was
well,
ready.
when I was living at home after I finished high school, I met this guy. And I thought I was in love.
Okay.
But I was young, just like that, like you said,
Young and dumb.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
So
and
love.
we got married. 2 years after I graduated from high school.
Dang, that's young.
And then 2 years after that, I had my first child. You know, we got married, but
So you thought you were in love, and that's what
Yeah,
prompted you.
yeah.
Love led you. Okay, that's
long
fine.
distance love. Somebody that I really didn't know, but I
Really?
thought I knew that person.
Okay.
Yeah, we all got tricked like that.
But
Tell you.
I found out better as I got older. And then when I met Ashley's father, well, you know.
Yeah, you know.
Time, yeah.
Okay, I got you next.
Oh,
Next.
I guess when did you know you was ready to be married? Is that the question?
Yeah. When did you know you was ready
When
to
did
get
you know?
married?
When did you say this is it? I'm willing to give up all my singleness.
At the age of 30, because before then I was professional and I wasn't interested in being married.
Oh.
I had my profession and the only thing I wanted to do was to work and to nurse. And by the time I got 30, I was ready to be married. I met my husband at 30, but we'll talk about that later.
Hallelujah.
That's when she met him.
Hallelujah.
Right, absolutely.
Okay. Miss Terry?
All right, Mom. How did you know?
I was in fairy tale land,
Everybody.
young 20s. I'm in love, decided like gonna be, and I'm gonna be happy ever after. Didn't work, but anyway. Answer the question.
Mom, you got married the second time.
Oh yeah, she did.
I got married two times after that. So
Oh yeah, that's who. Yeah,
I
Mom.
answered the question.
She want us to move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
okay. I think
That's
you know what? You know what is so funny? All three of y'all got like half stories.
Nobody really like me.
That's right.
I thought I was this.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So, but that's okay.
Oh, well, you're married. When did you? Oh, there you go. When did you know?
Oh.
When did you? When did you know you were ready?
Turn
to
on
get
you,
married?
Ashley.
Because you didn't have to get married.
This is about
She
the
sure
month.
I know it's about you, so I guess because you're married. So here we are.
I think this question is more so about the woman being ready to be married. And so I just felt like we living together, we playing house. I mean, what is going to be so different now than after we say I do?
agree.
So that's what made me
Yeah, I
ready.
agree. And that's the way I would have liked mine. But I'm glad it didn't happen that way because we probably divorced right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah, I was with my husband 7 years before he became my husband.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, 7 years. So
I mean,
so-
that's reality.
It sure is.
Yeah. Usually you want the marriage and then the
Yep.
kids, but you know,
Here we are.
here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are. Here we
Yeah.
are. Right
That's
here we
how
are.
black
Yeah.
men though.
But see, Keisha and her mama skating. You know what I mean?
I'm just
That's how
telling
they
you
are.
guys to make sure you heal to your best self. Okay?
Oh,
Make
okay.
sure you heal.
What was your biggest fear about having children, ladies?
I didn't have a fear. I always wanted kids. I really did. I really did.
I could tell.
But
No, seriously.
once
I'll
they
be-
got here, I had some doubts, but no, that was the joke. But I always wanted to be a mother. I really did.
And I can
Oh,
tell, Mom,
I
like
did.
you were, I don't know another mother like you. And I'm not just saying that because you're my mom. Like, y'all, her whole life was for us. Like, when
Yeah.
we,
And
like,
she
in the
took very
moment
good
I was
care of you
born.
Yeah.
across the
Everything was
I
for
tried
us.
to.
Like,
I
her
did.
whole world
did.
revolved around us. Everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mama, Miss Jerry, y'all had some fears about having kids.
No, I didn't.
I do.
I had no fear.
That was
Keisha-
not for you, Keisha.
Keisha is for the mothers.
Oh, I thought we all could answer.
Keisha.
We all can,
So
but your
it's
mother
not-
has to.
Your mom ain't
your
even
mom
answered
has
yet.
something to say.
Yeah.
My only
Jesus.
thing was I was older when I had my kids.
Oh yeah.
I had my first one at 33, and I was 37 when I had Darian, and the next month after he was born, I turned 38. So a lot of medical problems was what I was concerned with,
Yeah.
you know, at being that age. But I made it.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna answer since I'm a mother.
Of course.
I really didn't have a fear about just having kids. I knew I wanted to be a mom. Not as soon as I became a mother, because I had my first child at the age of 21. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all right.
And you know how I had this thought in my mind. I love us black men, and not even black men, just men in general. When you have kids at a young age, the baby is always, here you go, mama. It's what they say, that thing, mama's something, daddy's
Mama,
maybe.
baby, daddy, maybe.
Right. And
Yeah.
I was determined, and Twan would say to this day, that ain't how it is. Anyways, I was determined not to become a statistic. That baby was going with his daddy, and I was going to be in college, and I was going to finish my degree, which is what I did. I came
Great
home
job.
on the weekends, so the roles were definitely reversed. He had his baby on his back, and he was working because he worked for the census at that time. And I was just like, you can take care of this baby until I finish what I gotta do. We not about to do this.
Well, that's good. You
But he was
really
willing.
did.
It wasn't like it was a
Yeah.
forceful thing. So luckily,
We know it came before. So
When they don't want
they
to
don't
do
want
it,
it.
they
not
would
gonna do
disappear
it.
on you, right?
But it wasn't gonna happen to me. Let's see who
That's
can go
great.
first. Let's see who can get out of here first. But no. He is a great father, and I didn't have to like put up all. He was like, sure, I got a baby, stay in school, and I did have medical issues, high blood pressure, all three of them, because nobody told me that you weren't supposed to eat and drink. I ate whole pizzas, drinking sodas and stuff. I ain't know, pregnant, eat. Yeah. So I had 3 C-sections. Ooh.
Jesus help you. I
I
had,
know.
Yeah.
I had two.
Yeah.
Dang. I know.
I had
Yeah.
tragic.
Yeah.
I know.
Natural.
I see Mama have Damari. I mean, what's his name? Austin, my
I was
brother.
like, Damari.
What's his
listen,
name?
Damari is definitely yours.
Yeah,
Damari is her
Austin.
child,
I
guys.
was in the room and she was having contractions. I ran out and got the doctor. So let me go get the doctor. What's going on here? But yeah, you were saying you were scared about something.
Oh, because you are in charge of someone's whole life. Like, the
Yeah.
person they become is because of you.
Not necessarily.
No, so serially.
No, because we witnessed there
Sometimes,
have
no
been
matter what you do, they're
Yeah,
gonna be their own
sometimes-
person.
Yeah, but that's like when they
Well, we
get
know
to
it's
a
a big-
certain
yeah.
age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like the rearing of who you are,
Okay.
how you love, how you
Yeah.
move, your
Yeah.
thoughts, your beliefs are all based on like basically your family, like your parents.
Yeah.
And that's
And
like,
what you see.
what you see, what you
Let
learn.
me put
Yeah.
you at ease.
Mhm.
When you become a mother, everything that you worried about will disappear because some kind of way, this like a wealth of knowledge just comes out of nowhere. You know how to do any and everything. You just like, what's that? Our innate, what's that word thing? You know, mother
intuition.
intuition. Yeah, mother intuition.
Yeah.
I swear it would just swoop and swarm down on you, and you be like, I didn't even know I know how to do this stuff. And
Like,
you will.
y'all know I work in the court system and I do therapy and I see how bad it
About
can
sorry,
get.
sorry.
So you'll know
Like
what.
it gets
She about to start talking about these kids.
Yeah.
So you know, you done seen the worst.
and I'm just trying not to, have my kid be that bad. That's all I'm saying. Shit,
But work
That's all
on
Keisha's
it.
goal.
shit you got to fear.
Mine's a little deep.
It's okay.
It's okay. Hey.
Share. It's a safe space.
Is it? I was just playing.
I was about to say, girl, no, man.
Don't
Let
seem
me
like
go
it's been.
in.
No, I'm just as you guys know, I lost my first child, so that's just my concern. I know once they're here, when I got pregnant the first time, I kept thinking like, did I want a boy or girl more? Because I never really, even before I got pregnant, I never really said, oh, I want a girl, I want a boy. But when I got pregnant, I kept thinking, and I was just like, I couldn't come up with anything. I just thought about how it would be to raise both of them, and it's hard raising both in this world.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted a healthy baby, and here we are.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so that's my fear going forward.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for sharing. This next question, it's not that bad, but it's just, you know how we feel, and we just want to see what they thought about from back in the day. Could you guys give us any career advice? Anything y'all want to share career-wise? Any advice?
My thing is careers are so different from when we had our
Oh
career.
my God.
When we had a career, company honored you as much as you honored the companies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Now it's a whole different thing.
Say
It's
that.
like every man out for
That's
himself.
right about that.
So just get something that you like doing.
That's very
Yeah.
that's number
And
one.
it's something you can take from company to company at this point.
Right.
That's all the advice I can give anybody.
That's good
Because
advice.
when we was young, you stayed with the company. That was
That was
big
it.
thing.
That was
Yeah.
it.
Sure.
30,
Now, it
40
don't even-
years.
That's not a thing.
2 months
anymore.
and people be out.
Yep, it is.
That's right.
And
I
the
ain't
company
coming
feels the
back.
same way. I got somebody to replace you. And
Yeah.
I didn't pay them less. And
That's
bye.
exactly right.
Yeah.
You're right
Yep.
about that.
So it's just a whole different thing now. Yeah.
And you know what? These young people nowadays, they don't take that.
They sure don't. They out the door so fast. You say what?
You
Oh,
can
what?
have this.
I heard when you win. Bye.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because they
That is how
disrespect
we don't say stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
Now we
Yeah.
will take a little bit
Yeah.
more of it,
Yeah.
but not these.
but most, oh my
So
God,
the
people
young
that work
people
now,
but we were taught
these
to
younger
always,
people.
Mhm.
That's right.
respect the
Respect
job, you
and
know,
be loyal.
and be
Yeah.
loyal.
Yeah, but the company
The
no
company
longer
ain't loyal to
you.
us. Exactly.
That
No.
is not what I'm teaching my children.
Yep.
We can't even live off our checks.
Yeah,
And,
it is. That's true.
I'm supposed to
That's
live.
the
But
one.
I feel it's gonna
That's
get
the one.
better.
Huh?
I hope so.
It's gonna get better.
I really hope
You
so.
know,
for
I don't think
real.
it's gonna get better. What I teach my children, no, seriously,
I
because
pray it's gonna get
because
better.
they're trying to replace us with robots
Yeah,
and things like that.
you're right.
I just don't see
Yeah.
the way that the technology
Yeah.
age is going that they're gonna respect us
Yeah.
anymore. I don't teach. It was interesting how you said that to learn something you can take from job to job. No, I do not teach I teach my children that they have options. Yes, you can
They
learn
learn
the
skills,
skill
yeah.
and you can go and work for
Mhm.
somebody, but I also want them to know that they have an option to work for
Sales.
themselves.
But that's the whole thing. Something you go from place to place. You ain't gotta depend on one thing. Because even
Or
like
one
Walmart
person.
now, yeah. They try to take the cashiers work from them.
That's
You
Yeah.
bag your own stuff. I mean, they just
I be
take
like,
the
wait a
job.
minute, what they gonna do?
yeah.
What they gonna do?
Yeah.
I don't ever go to
I was
self-checkout.
telling my mother on the ride. Was it on the ride over here? Oh, we were having a conversation about being a business owner, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, and I know mom was like, well, you better do what's safe.
And no, I felt like that my whole life. That's why 20 years before I finally retired. But you do. That's how we. That's how
I'm
we
tired of
That's
playing
our
safe.
generation.
I am
You have
tired
to
of
be
playing
safe.
safe.
I mean, nothing is actually really safe anymore. Like
No,
I
it's
said,
not like it was.
no,
Like I
they
said,
don't
it's
even
not like
pay
it
you to
was.
live. So at any point in time,
I'm
After
disposable.
being a nurse for 34 years and making more than $40 an hour,
Yep.
they want to get rid of all of us that's
Yeah.
been there that time.
Yeah.
The
You guys
corporate
have
done did that.
similar stories.
And then they have another one coming back, not even half of what you made.
Yep.
and that's what they work with.
And with
Now,
the
who
knowledge.
says it's
And
safe?
that's the thing
They
about it.
don't
With
have the
knowledge and
knowledge
your
to
experience,
do it.
they don't care no more. That's the
Absolutely.
bottom line. The
As long as
dollars.
they got
the
the
That's
dollar.
all they care about now.
That's the
The
truth.
They
dollar.
don't
So
care.
that's what I told my
I know.
mama.
They
Listen,
don't care.
it is nothing like going to a place where you don't have to answer to nobody and you love what you do so
Yeah.
much that it doesn't feel like work. And that is what we all
I think that's
strive
what
for.
I enjoy now. Well, I mean, but I switched from AT&T. Now I'm in real estate, not really selling and buying. I can do that too because I have my license to do all that. But just being in the office now, I enjoy what I'm doing. I'm doing property management stuff.
Yeah.
But my day goes by so fast.
'Cause it's not work
it's
to
like,
you.
It's really not work. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a lot of brain strain because I had to
Yeah.
learn some notes and new stuff. I ain't gonna lie. But it's like I enjoy what I'm doing.
You feel fulfilled, like you have a
enjoy-
purpose, right? Like you're useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel none of that in my
Yeah,
job.
I enjoy
None of
my
it.
profession.
I
But
love
it
it.
was mentally and physically stressful.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
But I loved it.
Yeah.
And I did it for 34 years,
Yeah.
and it was time to get away from that.
And then y'all love what y'all
No, I want you all to know that your daughter.
Do we love what we do?
No, we
I know my daughter don't love what
we are tired
Yeah.
of the man's rules and
I'm looking
responsibilities.
like
That's
You know
always
what?
very-
You know what? My job has been.
I like working with my employees.
Oh, the new ones?
No, just
Yeah,
my
we
employees.
Oh, just period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes you know what? Sometimes you can
Not to
have a
come
good
yourself
environment,
and-
and then management makes it toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
be like, y'all don't even
Yeah,
go
'cause
there
I
no
enjoy
way.
my coworkers, but
Nine times out of 10,
management,
it is management.
That's what
yeah,
it is.
AT&T
Yeah.
management,
Well,
I
there
have
it is.
enough. It's time to go.
Yeah.
Woo,
it's
there it
time.
is. Woo,
Yeah.
there it is.
And it's like, just let us be human. They don't respect us.
Yeah.
But you know what? We are all Strive entrepreneurs, hence this podcast.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
let's move on, ladies. All right.
There she go.
Is there a moment or event that radically changed the way you saw the world? All right, for the deep question, I read it again. Is there a moment or event that radically changed the way you all saw the world?
I just told you one. And when they, after working 34 years and making the amount of money I was an hour, and they chose to hire some younger nurse that wasn't familiar with the rules and regulations. Neither did they know the medicines and all of that.
Less
I was their
experience.
backbone when I was there. But then they put them up there in my position and removed us out of our position.
Yep.
So that was a time in my life that I felt really bad. And let me tell you, I felt bad when I left there, but it didn't take me but a week to realize how free I was.
Yeah, but you know what?
You got a week? One week?
You telling the truth, because I felt the same. Even though I knew I wanted to retire,
Right.
I was on the fence about it.
Right.
And then my
Yes, you
my
was.
old boss left. Then I got a new boss. They didn't know my job. They knew nothing about my damn job. Then they bought a damn lead over there that didn't know nothing about our damn job. And even though you hate leaving the company and now already playing it, I felt a certain way. But after that, I was
Oh
good.
man, that was the best thing that happened.
Freedom.
Yes.
Then I found out what happened. After I left my job, I felt even better.
Even better.
Amen.
Absolutely.
They didn't know what the hell they was doing. That was a good thing.
Put a lot of pressure on them. to do
And
all
y'all
that
did
stuff.
this.
Right.
And
Yep.
then, I'm like you, that bring somebody else in there.
They don't know what they got going on.
They
I
didn't
mean,
know the job.
yeah.
And believe it or
They
not,
got
your
to walk
superior
out.
don't know the job.
Yeah, that thing about it.
Yeah.
Oh, but guess what, you all? Let me tell you something. So that's the current culture of where we work now.
It
Because
is.
I had a conversation with one of my managers, and their biggest thing is you don't need to know the job. You just need to know how to go and get the answers.
But
I
they
was
don't.
like, oh.
That's the problem.
Yes,
They
they
don't.
Well, they may whatever. I
They
don't know.
Most of
pretend
the
like they
time,
don't,
though,
but they don't.
Most of the time,
You know,
they come
they
to
good.
you.
That's how they do it.
But
Yeah.
you know what? They good. Can I cuss on y'all?
Yeah,
They
yes.
good bullshitters. That's what they
Let me tell y'all,
bring
listen.
in now.
Usually we be
Good
cussing every
bullshit.
other word, but we try to be respectful.
Yeah.
I think we got very light
That's what they
discussion.
bring it in now.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
talk to talk, don't know shit what they talking about.
But
they-
you're right. They'll
Yeah.
ask you for your information.
Yeah,
and
they go behind the scenes.
Even my
They ask you.
superior, didn't have a BSN. I had a BSN and a master, but she was
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
superior.
Mm-hmm.
So okay,
Was she white?
yes, of
Yeah.
course.
And mine wasn't even white. That's a bit, yeah. They
Well,
wasn't
mine
white.
was black.
Yeah, so I said they wouldn't
She
even
was
know.
trifling. Now she was
How
trifling.
they treated me, but that's all
But
right.
That's
believe
okay.
me, those people that come under you take a lower pay raise,
We know.
a wage that we do. So that's why they're so eager to have
Yeah.
me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
It
when my superior saw that I was making more than her,
Yep.
she was really upset about it. So she worked with me, honey. She wanted me out of there.
Yeah, she did.
She said she worked with you.
Oh yes.
But that's okay. There's a special place for those people.
And
Oh,
that's what I
absolutely.
said. And I'm good.
That's
Yeah,
a
I ain't
Y'all,
special
this is my
place.
official last day on my job today.
Oh,
That
congratulations.
next week I was laying up there in that bed and said I didn't have to get up for nothing except for if I wanted to.
She
I
could.
enjoyed
That's right,
that.
Jerry.
She could have went back to work, people.
She
chose
like she
not
I
to.
said.
still have
That's
my
right.
RN
Yeah.
license.
So
I
she can
still
go
have
back.
it, right, but I'm not.
Yep.
I wouldn't either. I just wouldn't.
It's
either.
okay. That's a life I inspired.
So Shanty says today's her last official day.
Yeah.
Yay.
On your job.
Yep.
Yes.
I had a white lady come on in a black owned company.
To take your
And
position.
makes about twice as much as me. No.
Oh.
And doesn't know shit and doesn't try to know shit. I mean,
Right.
and try to tell me how to delegate emails,
Oh,
all that. That's
yeah.
all she does. See emails and delegate.
Mm.
And
On a
we're not
sadder
doing that.
note,
We're not doing that anymore.
And then she take credit when things go
Oh,
well.
that's that.
Yep,
That's
that's
my
it.
thing. They
That
ask
was
you the
it.
question. They don't give you the direct emails. They come behind the scene ask you the damn
Absolutely.
question.
But you know
So
what
they
I
give
did
you
with
the
that?
respond to that with your stuff. Yeah.
Well, but I used to write
Yeah.
notes and take it and give it to the person over her.
Yeah.
So I did this for
Yeah.
my supervisor, and she asked me to do this, and I want you to know I did it, so I'm giving it to you.
Yeah.
But I never told
Yeah.
her she did it. Well,
they
okay.
not about to
Get
do
you
that
your
to
mama.
you.
Yeah, I did the
Because
same
you know your
thing.
mama doing that at your job.
I did the same
What
thing.
you say?
Can you send me the original email? If you can't send it to her, I will respond to it.
Keisha does stuff like that.
Don't
Keisha would do
undercut
stuff
me.
like
You
that.
do stuff like that.
I don't even send emails.
No, I'm talking about I let them know. I
Yeah, she
send
let them know too.
Back
Yeah.
in the day, I could write the letter. I
Yeah.
could write dang on my
Yeah.
computer
Uh-huh.
and send it right to him. I did so and so and so, and I gave it to my manager. But I
Yep.
want you to know that I took care of that.
Yep.
You know, but she thinking all the time my manager did that.
And it wasn't her because she
It
didn't know.
wasn't her.
Mhm.
That's what they do to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, I want to add, I'm sending an exit email. I'm not doing an exit interview. My notice will be, hey, I'm resigning effective immediately. And this is what's wrong with your company.
Yeah,
Oh, so they don't know
need to
you're leaving.
No.
Oh.
They
No,
need
I'm
to
sending
know.
on
They
Monday.
ask
They need to
you.
know.
They ask
But
you.
in the exit interview, it
You know
doesn't
what?
go
That's
anywhere.
why I'm so disappointed
It doesn't
about
go
my
anywhere with
interview
HR.
with AT&T.
I'm going to make it go somewhere. I'm going to
They
get
didn't
the
even
CEO.
really
I know
ask
everybody's
the
email.
questions why you leaving.
Yeah.
They didn't really. It's
Yeah.
like,
It doesn't go
Ain't-
anywhere.
yeah.
It's just like,
I
oh,
didn't
okay,
answer,
we hear
I
you.
didn't answer either.
No,
Yeah.
everybody's
Because
going to
they
hear
knew
you.
what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iman had moved in and they wanted to get rid of all those highways people.
Yep.
Mhm.
And a lot of us was out
Yeah.
there.
Mhm.
That's exactly what they be doing.
On a sadder note, I would like to say that today's the last day of my disability leave, and I have to return
Wow.
back to work on Monday.
I'm not doing this.
I know.
Oh, well, last
Yeah.
Friday was my
One thing
last.
you
Last
millennials
Friday
are
was
gonna
my last
do
day.
is take out FMLA.
Yeah, y'all. Last Friday was my last day of disability too.
Anyways, the housing market sent me there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm seeing.
What was the moment? What was the moment I frustrated you the most growing up?
My answer should be never.
What was the question?
I know you
What
lying.
was the moment that frustrated you the most when growing up? Like, what did Keisha do or say or an event that happened?
You mean with my kids?
Keisha specifically.
Oh wow.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, don't whoop
Keisha.
us because one
Keisha.
probably caused
Keisha.
major frustration.
Really and truly, I didn't have a problem with Keisha. I didn't.
Well,
Oh, that's good.
Keisha took care of the house when I was working because she was in charge while I was not there.
That's good.
Although I wanted to send her to the babysitter,
So-
and she did not like the babysitter, so she said,
Bossy
"Mom,
then,
I
huh?
can take care." So she washed, and I don't know what time of the day she did it, but I knew it had to be done before I got to that house. She vacuumed. She kept the house while I was at work, and of course we sent Darian away. She sent Darian away every time she could. But
You know what? You know what I remember about Darian? When our life was on the line.
Oh. See, that's why I said we're not gonna group us together because 99% of the whoopings I ever received was because of something he probably started.
Oh.
I don't think it was anything I personally ever did to get
My whoopings were my own.
Really, I have to say that. And Keisha
was no problem.
was always in the books, and
That's good, Keisha.
That's what she did.
Okay.
That's good, Keisha.
Look at you. All right,
Got a different
girl.
story
But
over
now,
here.
her mind wasn't as bad as it is
Focus,
now.
Mom.
Oh, she going up. She like, now.
But
We're moving on.
She's trying to keep you humble, Keisha. She's trying to keep you humble.
that Southern Belle shade.
Humble is for losers.
Okay, can you guys think of anything that any events that was frustrating? Anything I did growing up?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Well,
When you
my mother will go last.
used to sneak from school.
Yeah.
Well, play hooky from school, like you getting up going to
Oh.
school. My
Mm.
next door neighbor told on me, and you had to.
That's how you got told on.
Once.
Snitch.
It was once.
She did it once,
It was
yeah.
once.
I didn't hear about nothing.
So that was once.
You sure you wasn't involved?
Keisha wasn't
No,
involved.
she wasn't.
If I was, you didn't want to tell.
Actually told.
Keisha ain't do
Actually
nothing
got cold.
But when she asked, I said what happened.
What happened?
We just played hooky from school. That was it.
Girls and boys.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, I think I remember that. I wasn't there though.
Yeah.
yeah.
Neighbors.
But it wasn't I guess it was a secret we were playing hooky.
Your neighbor's a mad hater.
We're not gonna talk about my
Okay.
my neighbors because my daddy got a whole story for that. But that was oh my god. So
So
I
neighbor told on you.
Yeah, the neighbor
they
told. So but out of everything in my life, y'all, that is the one thing she thought about. That's a good one. That's a good one. Cause that wasn't that bad. That was
No,
That was bad enough.
Yeah.
I thought she was at school. If something
Yeah, that
happened
wasn't that bad. It
and
was
you
just
went
my
at
time.
school,
Which
Yeah.
relationship we building up?
Because it was a lot of it was kids.
Oh, we building up nothing, a little something.
Boom.
Shannon.
It's too many to mention.
Mother.
Mainly boys. I'm gonna leave it at that. She already knows. Let her fill in the blanks.
The podcast world knows too.
Yeah.
Well, I only skipped school once, so I still went to school.
I answered the question.
I wanna
She
know.
knows the answers.
I only skipped school once though.
Okay.
My grades didn't
That was
suffer.
not my
Yeah.
response.
My
That was not my response.
My grades didn't
I
suffer though.
responded how I need to
So
respond.
y'all see that?
Yeah.
We went to school.
I got a lot of whoopings.
Yes.
I
And they
didn't
were
get-
my own.
I didn't get
Yes. She got a lot of beatings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Justice was always on punishment.
Yes.
Hush, Keisha.
Man as well, so you
Yeah,
know.
man.
Yes.
Man was worse than me. Came in
Gary
right.
was.
Man came in hot right after me. Ooh.
My mother
Yeah.
doesn't have those stories.
Yeah.
No, you
No,
know.
no, no.
I
Like,
did. I have a lot of them.
Are you cutting her off?
It's,
No, she's.
It'll take more. How much podcast time?
let's move on. Let's move on.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Oh, okay. So here we go. What advice would you give to me, mother? Just about anything in general. If you just had to give me some piece of advice right now, what would it be? On the spot? That's
No,
okay.
y'all
We
have
can
to
take a
think of it.
minute.
I'm about to say anybody can go.
Yeah,
I can answer that.
Go ahead.
I just want my daughter to be patient
That's what I was.
on
Okay.
where her life is going. And sometimes when you rush into things, you rush into something that you really wouldn't want to have. So I just want her to be patient and take her time and continue her life and enjoy your life at where it is, because it is going to change one day, but when it's time.
Let me tell you, I
Always
had a
time.
whole shade conversation comment about this, but I'm not.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ashley.
No, I'm not
That's-
about to say it was.
We're called Ace of Shade.
No,
Go
but
ahead.
it was not. It was. I'm not. Y'all not about to set me up for Miss Jerry to tear me apart.
She's only doing that to Keisha. She's only doing that to Keisha.
I'm not. Y'all not about to make me say it.
What you gonna say? I've been patient enough.
No, I was gonna say that's quite interesting, seeing as the special gift you received that might have sent other messages.
Oh, she's referring to my ring for Christmas. That
Oh,
my dad.
I was like, what are you talking about?
My dad bought me a ring. And his
A
heart,
nice
it was a nice
very
ring.
expensive
And
ring.
it is nice and expensive, and his heart was in the right place.
It's gonna break his heart. He told me that you gonna get that ring regardless of how you feel about it.
Oh, he didn't care. Okay.
No.
And see, this is why me and my daddy roll like that. But it looks like an engagement ring.
So,
I don't think so.
Cause
So
ring,
you
your
said
ring
be
is off.
patient, but it's like
And I'm like, I feel bad to wear it because it's like it don't really go on that hand, go on the engagement hand, and I'm like, my life is complicated enough. And
but wait a minute.
Why you just can't wear it on
you
right
just
hand?
say how much you depend, you love your dad.
I do.
And your dad always
Keisha,
be
why you
there
can't
for
do
you.
but I'm not
right
trying
hand?
to block my future husband.
Why you can't wear it on the right hand?
Keisha,
Why you can't wear it on the right
Because
hand?
it actually fits a lot better on the left hand.
No. Just
Put it on the right hand.
Well,
Because
maybe
you're making excuses at this
You
point.
make it more than
You're making
just
excuses.
put it on the right hand.
That's because y'all ain't seen it
Yeah. Put it on the right hand.
right. I see what I can do.
more advice.
She
More
told
advice.
she didn't care for rings.
Keisha.
Well, I don't wear rings. It's not my
She
first
don't wear
choice. But then
like
when
that.
she told me he was getting one, I said,
You
"Can
can
you
wear it
just,
around your neck.
just get like a band, not like a ring, and nobody
With diamonds.
Yeah, and nobody listens." And so here we are. So I'm gonna build up to it.
You can wear it on your neck.
When, Keisha?
I ain't gonna say a word because if I ever find out where it is, I will be wearing
I
it.
wear it right here. Send it to me. I wear it. I will wear it proudly.
What hand y'all gonna wear it on? Y'all right hand?
I wear it right or left. It ain't got to prove whether I'm married or not.
I know that's right.
Because you already married.
Right.
I will put it in
sis.
my hand.
Y'all have some advice for us?
No.
My
What was
advice
yours?
is for Shannon is be patient.
Mm-hmm.
Things gonna come your way.
It will.
It will. I know things don't look like the way you want it to be, the time you want it to be,
Absolutely.
and things have
Getting
never
older.
been the way I
Hello.
wanted it to be, the time I wanted it to be. Believe me.
I'm getting older.
Yep. Okay.
The
But
over-
That's in your mind, but when
Yeah.
when
when the time is right, it's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Do not rush.
What
it.
she wanted to say when the Lord said
Thank
it.
you.
That's what she wanted to say. It's okay. We can talk about it. We
But
can
then
say whatever we
in the
want.
context-
Because he
Also
has a
said,
time and a
place
place
for
for
everything.
everything.
And you gotta realize
What you
And
gonna
how
say,
many
Ma?
times have
you
I told
can't,
you
What were you
can't
saying,
put it
Ma?
the way you want to. You really can't. You really can't.
That's right.
So just be patient. Just you keep it your loving heart, keep everything open, and things gonna come to you.
And go on and
Things
enjoy
will
your
come to
life.
you.
Don't
Don't get hold
Well, I am
up.
doing that.
Yeah.
No,
enjoy your
in some
life.
ways you are enjoying some things, but I want you to open up to other things too.
Right.
I do. I really
wanna
want
see
you to
elaborate?
open up.
Mhm.
I do.
I
what
enjoy
she's
the
talking
fact
about.
that you take trips and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
It,
You know,
take the most, and
But
when it's,
you know
when
you
it's gonna
get in your
happen,
feelings.
it'll happen. Yeah.
Oh.
she getting her feelings, honey. And I don't know what she's
Yeah.
doing over here. She might be over here crying for all I know. But
It went from be patient, baby. She probably over here crying.
Baby, we
I
gonna,
don't know.
baby, we gonna move past that. Well, we not
Don't
gonna do.
forget to come
Feeling.
No, my mama
your mom
didn't,
got
sir.
it. Yeah, your turn.
Fine. So, okay, so currently what I'm going through right now, what kind of advice would you give me?
The same thing. As
Patient.
be patient.
Yeah.
And stop rushing into
Yeah.
things. Think about it first.
Okay.
And then another thing, 'cause your
Like
kids
a little
are
child
looking
being
at you.
scolded.
They are
And that
looking
thing
at
about
you.
it,
They're
they
looking at you.
they do.
looking at
Ashley, I have a little story I would like to add on to that.
Go ahead, Miss Jerry. We would love to hear it.
See, I knew she was
I
coming for
wanted
me.
a house, so I was renting a house. I wanted to own a house, and I thought that I was never going to be able to do it. But I want you to know, it came a time in my life that they were calling me to get a house. Sent me a letter in the mailbox, and I told Henry at that time, I said, I'm going to call this lady. And he goes, well, you know your credit ain't good enough for that, and blah, blah, blah.
Be on
Honey, I
people.
called the lady.
Mhm.
Next thing I knew, she writing me up and everything. And one day I was at work, and this man, the company, called me, and he said, Jerry, you got a certain amount of money, he said I have, and you can go look for your house. I said, okay. I hung the phone up. I couldn't believe it. I didn't
Yeah.
push it. I want you to know that man had to call me back the next week and tell me the same thing.
Did you look?
And I went to, yeah.
After the second phone call.
Yeah.
What you waiting on?
So-
So
believe it.
I then went and started looking, and that's how I got my house. So when things is right, I don't care what is happening,
Yeah.
all wrong around you.
Yeah.
it's gonna happen for you.
Because Lord knows wrong
It's
is
hard to
happening.
believe that, but
It
it
is
does.
true.
It's
It
true.
is.
It is
Yeah.
definitely happening. It's
It really
really
does.
raining
When
hard
it's
over
for you,
here.
but you don't
Yep.
see it.
You don't.
You be hurt because you lost this and you lost that. But
Mhm.
babe, let me tell you, when it's right for you, the door will open. You will not have a hiccup going forward and doing what you accomplishing, what you want to accomplish.
Yeah.
I guess we all can think what we usually say at work is when we don't get promoted because it's very rare that we do. But what's for us won't miss us.
That's exactly
So,
right. It
You have to
won't.
keep telling
Yeah.
us in
Yep.
every aspect of our
Have to
life.
say,
Yes, what's for me ain't gonna miss me. Even though we want that thing at that time.
Yeah, but it's
Yep.
the wrong time.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Okay, so look, one band, one sound, patience from every mother.
They were always
Yes.
on the band
Yes.
sound.
Keisha, no need for that attitude.
He said we was always on it.
That was always on one story. It was just like, okay, anyway, moving on. What's something you what's something you always wanted to do, but you didn't do it?
I know one. In my profession, I wanted to travel out of the east, go to east state and work as a nurse. But at that particular time, it was not as prevalent as it is now. So what I did was I went to different hospitals and worked. So that was a little bit there. But now the nurses are going out there, they're making their money.
Travel nurses.
I made
yes.
more money doing what I was
Yeah.
doing then too, but it wasn't like what they're making now.
They're like contractors now.
Right.
Yeah.
They
So-
are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
travel nurses.
And I wasn't married and I didn't have any kids, so I was ready to do those things. But it didn't happen then. It's a time for everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I always wanted to travel, but I do a little traveling.
It's like pulling teeth now, especially after COVID.
Yeah, COVID. I just
It's not just all that with
yes,
that.
it
now.
is. So
I always
maybe
wanted to travel
eventually,
more.
you know.
Oh, she definitely has the means. Because I be trying to send her on trips and stuff.
But
Be
right
trying to
now-
count my little coins up. My mama need to go this. And let me tell you what I do, Mom, since we're having this conversation. Anytime something happens, don't say, oh, no, Ashley, I know she probably don't have the money. Don't think about my pockets because you best believe I'm calling up my siblings, having them pitch in. Okay? That's what I do. I do. It don't all come from me. I'm like, Mom, you want to do that? Sure. Don't say, no, Ashley need to save. No, because I call my brothers and I make them pitch in. That's how I get that to
I
happen.
think it's wonderful.
So you bought
It
the
is.
I
house.
bossed them around. I'm like, Mom, I need to go here. This how much
What
it
you should
costs.
tell her, say, Mom, if I didn't think you could do it, I never would say anything to you.
Yeah.
Well, even if I couldn't, I still make it happen.
Yeah.
Whatever she wants to do, I always try
Well,
to
that's
do
good,
that.
Ashley.
Yep.
That's really good.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Next,
What's
Miss
something you
Wanted to
always
do.
wanted to do and you didn't?
I didn't, and I should have, because even though, believe me, I had a great career in accounting with AT&T. But if I had my degree, I would have got so much further. But I mean, I'm happy with the career I had. I had a job that people had masters and had. But
Yeah, that's true.
I think about it. If I had that degree, how much more I could have, could have been bringing in. Which my income was great. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I just wish
Coins.
Thank God for that income.
it was.
Yes.
But then they went by experience. Now everything is education. You gotta
Right,
have it.
right.
So I came in a time when experience mattered. So, but I still always wanted that degree behind it.
Well, you can still do it.
No,
She's done with.
no,
Because
I'm
that
done.
right now,
Just retire.
because right
Go
now,
next.
literally degrees
I'm-
mean nothing.
yeah.
And I'm gonna
It
say
means
that. Like,
little
it
time.
means
What you gotta pay back. Yeah.
Oh, you ain't got to tell me
Yeah.
because I already know.
because
how
someone tell me all the time, you got your
So-
master's degree and you don't know how to work the dishwasher. Like,
Why would I be trying to pay people? My brother
I
said
have
the
to
same.
say
My
that,
brother said the
Ashley.
same thing.
Every time Henry puts the dishes in there. Then I told you do this and this.
yeah, it's like,
My brain
That's
is
like
not
that,
understanding
air
this
fryer.
simplicity.
The simplicity.
let me tell you, we went to the
Too
Hawks
simple for
game
you.
on Wednesday and we ordered our drinks at the bar and he handed me the card to pay and y'all, I didn't even know how to pay. I was like,
You don't know where to stick it in.
I did. The
Or how
machine.
to- okay.
Yeah,
You
I had
got
got
your
confused.
machine,
I
yeah.
told her like, oh, that's okay. I'm not used to paying.
I'm not done.
Well, now you know who don't.
Yep. You learn.
It was really embarrassing. I was like, why you put this? Okay.
Are you a housewife?
No, I'm not.
That's what
Anyway,
you probably thought. That's what you.
no, I'm just not used to swiping my own card. I usually tap, with your phone.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, who has a physical card nowadays anyway?
A
Me.
lot of
Me.
people.
I do.
Me.
But that is the way of the world.
Yeah, it was a time I hadn't seen my debit card in a year because I just tapped my phone.
I'm scared to do all that on my phone.
But you go
Use the
shopping
phone.
online, don't you? Same thing.
No.
Same thing.
No.
Same thing.
No.
Because they say security.
It's the
When
same
you
thing.
put it in.
But let me tell you, I had to put my fingerprint in order to use my.
No.
Okay.
They ain't with that.
They not. We not about to do that.
That's
No.
something.
But do y'all pay your bills online? Same thing.
No.
Actually,
Much you want
do y'all do that? Same thing.
They still mail it
Same
in.
thing.
Okay.
Actually trying it.
Yeah, I've been laughing.
It's the same
Same
thing.
thing.
It's the same thing.
Nope, not the same thing.
They can still hack it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Is the pre-
Okay.
is the present year anything like you imagine it would be when you were growing up?
No.
I'm sure that was no.
No.
That was a resounding no.
Was
I
that
knew
like a no, it got better, or no,
It's worse.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I knew they was gonna say that.
No, we could go anywhere. Didn't have to worry about
Yeah, all this
everything
It's crazy
that was
now.
out there that was
Yeah.
communicable diseases.
Diseases and
We had shots for it already.
yeah, you're right.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we did. Yeah.
TV, all that
Oh,
stuff.
she thought TV. I thought she meant like STV.
No.
She said,
She's like, what? She's like, what?
She's talking about like COVID and all
COVID and
this
all this
stuff.
stuff.
TV polio. Okay.
No,
gotcha.
it's not the
I
word.
said we didn't have to
Yeah.
worry about that stuff.
Sure did.
Well, this is so off topic, but not off topic. And I'm only
Yeah.
asking this, Miss Jerry, because you
Oh, dang.
from a medical field. Like, so what do you think about that? What do you call it? Oh my God, the commercials come all the time. It's like the medicine that they have for HIV before you get HIV.
Prep.
Like
Prep.
HIV. I mean prep.
Like
When I
how?
think about it,
Like all of a sudden they got this medication.
I wouldn't bother.
Oh.
I wouldn't write that. Why would you want to take something that mess with your immune system?
Before
You know,
wait,
before
take
you
it
get
before
it.
you get it.
Well, it's if you
I
think
just
if,
didn't.
You know,
I
maybe
have
you
a
got
bigger
a partner
picture
that
than
is.
yeah, it's just if you think you've probably been
Oh.
exposed.
Yeah,
So
Oh,
then
Your
I
partner
think
is
you-
exposed. No,
Oh.
so
I know
usually
gay men.
they take it on a
They take it
regular.
on a
Yeah,
regular.
and you
Yeah.
should if you
Oh,
actually
yeah.
have a partner
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, but I'm thinking though. So just now, y'all just came out with this. Like, it wasn't.
It's been years
It's been years
of
of.
research.
Oh, okay. They've been researching.
Yeah, AIDS been out there for.
A lot of these diseases.
What I'm trying to say is, I feel like the medicine has
It's
always
quotation.
been there.
But-
They just now decided to introduce it. But the way that they advertise it is only to same-sex couples or people that engage in.
Riskier behavior.
Riskier
What they
behavior.
what they think.
Probably not there
But
for a
it-
while,
it-
but it probably.
Do y'all think they have a
expensive.
cure for
That
cancer
is-
and AIDS?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you
Do
think?
what now?
Do y'all think they have a cure for cancer and AIDS?
I know they don't have. Well,
They
you know
have,
that
but-
they for AIDS. That
Yeah.
that they can make it so low.
Yeah.
Your
It's
results
undetectable.
Yeah.
Undetectable.
Definitely.
Yes. But now cancer, some of them can be
That can go through your body. With,
cancer.
Yeah.
Yes.
According to when you catch it and
Yeah.
what kind it is,
Yeah.
That's true.
you can overcome that.
Yeah.
But sometimes it comes back
Yeah.
later on in
Yeah.
years and stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes it doesn't.
Go ahead.
usually. So that's why we have you have to be checked so often for
I
it.
don't
Yep.
necessarily know if they have a cure for cancer, but I do think they have a cancer causing agent, meaning like growing up, I didn't know a lot of black women who had breast cancer.
No.
It wasn't
That's
like a
true.
thing that we got. Like now it's just the thing.
But
that we-
then you gotta remember in the past though we didn't talk about cancer.
Sure
Black
did.
people didn't talk about cancer.
Some people didn't talk
That,
about a
that
lot
was
of
the,
stuff.
I
we
know.
didn't talk about stuff.
Like,
That was
A
like
lot of
taboo.
stuff.
If
Yeah.
you had
Yeah.
cancer, something like that, families didn't talk about it.
Sure did.
See, but like
No, it was just the way
Yeah.
it was. You did not talk about it.
Let's take this to another level, just another step. Let's talk about. Let's talk
Right.
about. I don't know what the terminology is, but you know, a lot of the black women are dying after birth. What's that
Yeah.
called? Yeah, like
I
they're
know
bleeding
that-
out and
yeah,
stuff.
that's what-
For years,
Yeah.
But now they're starting to talk about it a
talk
little
about
bit
it,
more,
yeah.
bringing more awareness and enlightenment.
I
like
like
the
talked about that. I
mortality
never
rate.
knew about all that. I
But you
really
know what?
didn't.
The sad part about it is a lot of it is preventable.
Yep.
Yes,
It
absolutely.
is. If they
Absolutely.
take what we saying when we go to the doctor visit seriously, and they just overlook what
A
you
lot of times you gotta diagnose
Yep.
yourself and tell them.
Yep.
Oh my God! I do
Hey,
that all
I
the
know
time.
this is what it is. Like I know
Yep.
this is. It's not that.
I've done
Like,
it every time I go into the doctor and they get
I
mad.
Yep.
said telling her that.
Yep.
Yeah, my daddy's a firm believer. If he already know what
They
he
be
got
like,
going
"Well,
on.
you on WebMD?" I'm like, "Look, you call it what you want to call it, but
Yeah, this what I'm feeling.
WebMD
This what
was
I'm
a
going through
contender.
with my body.
you know your
You
body.
have
Yeah.
to, have
You
to
know when
take
something's off.
ownership
You
of
know
your
when
body.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
they ignore us.
You have to be an
They
advocate
do.
for
That's what
yourself
happened
and
to
your
me.
loved ones.
Yeah.
You have to
They
be.
ignored you.
Yeah,
It's so
ignored
many
it.
deaths
Yep.
that
They
attribute
did. And
to
then
people
It's
being
sad,
neglect.
but
Yeah.
that's what
Oh
they
well.
do.
Okay.
And
It's
then
not
they
that.
got
And they
shows
listen.
out now, all these documentary. Well, the doctors they are programmed to not listen to what the hell we saying.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Are
Well,
they?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
they train in school
So-
that we complain. We just want medicine. We just
Oh,
want drugs.
yeah.
No, serious. They
Yeah.
have. It's been on
But
show.
understand that it's
Yeah.
usually the blacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Blacks. Now, I'm
Usually
not
it's
saying
the
we. I'm
blacks.
saying black.
Yeah.
And some people,
Yeah.
believe it or not, are truly, definitely in pain, and they won't give a
Yeah,
listen.
they won't get it because they think it's a con.
Well, the other thing that I learned is the answer to all they have is, oh, you need to lose weight. And I'm like, bro, I can't lose
Yeah.
weight overnight. So
Yeah.
until I can lose the weight,
Can you help me
and
with
you
this
know my
damn
pain
pain?
because
What
it
I'm
still
going through right
exists.
now.
Like,
Yeah.
if you lose some weight, I'm like,
Yep, that's true.
so you gonna give me this medicine or not?
Do you have any other suggestions? Because clearly this is not
But
about
like
me.
you said, you can't do it overnight.
No, and I
it is.
still, but my pain may not be related to my weight, which
Yeah.
most of the time it was not.
Yeah.
It was related from
Yeah.
stress and these sorry niggas.
But they have had
All
yeah,
right.
20,
Okay.
It's coming out now. What
They're
they
coming
do,
out.
how they treat us.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
Absolutely.
And speaking of how they treat black people, I got pulled over last night, right? So
no.
it was because my headlight was out. But
So it's legit.
yeah, it was legit. I wasn't even speeding or nothing. But the whole thing of the last time I got pulled over, like I wasn't really afraid. Usually you're not scared or anything because you haven't done anything. But just
Right.
Yeah.
the way that the world has been going, black
Absolutely,
people,
honey.
you be like, Lord,
Yeah.
and what's gonna happen to me? So the only thing I
Mhm.
can think of was like, actually, you did nothing wrong, so be calm. Don't give them a reason to be suspicious because them you're already black.
Yeah.
So I just need you to stay calm, and I did because I had to have that conversation with myself. Like you didn't even.
Yep.
When she pulled me over, I guess she was in training because she had another guy with her. She said, I pulled you over because of your headlight. She said, because I had just looked at the speed limit because before I left where I was, they was like, oh, the police is out. Be careful in Fayetteville because I had left Applebee's. And so I looked down and I was like, okay, I'm going 40 and a 45. I'm good. And as soon as I looked at that, woo, woo, so I was like, I know I wasn't speeding. What could be wrong? But my headlight was out. And then she said I didn't have my signal on making a left turn. But neither did the person in front of me. But the whole moral of the story
That's just not
is,
about them.
the whole moral of the story is I had to give myself a talk.
You had to talk
Not
to
to
yourself.
be
Talk
nervous.
yourself,
And I'm
yeah.
like, what am I nervous about? I haven't even done anything
do.
wrong. And then to make matters worse, y'all, I ain't even had my license. I had left my purse somewhere.
Oh,
But I had a
dang.
picture. I had a picture on my phone. So I was like, I don't have my purse. I said, but I do have a picture on my phone. And then she goes, she doesn't have a purse. Or she doesn't have an ID. And then it was like, well, is the car registered? Ma'am, I have my license number. Would you like to have that? Because you can look that up. But, he was like, fine, if the car's in your name, I could run the registration. I guess my picture popped up and everything was legit. So I just got a warning. But I
Thank
still
God.
find it.
Your heart was like.
I had to say,
am
relax,
I gonna
girl.
lose my mind?
Am I gonna be
It
dead?
is.
Like,
Yeah.
but they're so aggressive. And when you said the doctors were taught to do a certain thing,
Yeah.
the police officers are taught to be
They
aggressive.
are.
And I'm like, can we teach them something else? Because not
Yep.
everybody's a killer.
Well,
Yeah.
they're not all taught to be aggressive. They come with their own bias.
Oh,
their
no,
own
some
bias.
of it, but a lot of it's training too.
Yeah, yeah. Now
If
they're
you
training
look
to
at these
shoot. They're
you
training
look
to
at
shoot
y'all
to kill.
It's in the training.
Yeah.
It really
She
is.
said they trying to what?
Yeah,
We need to do some police training reform because
Yeah.
this is ridiculous, man. My headlight is out. Why is you treating me like I just escaped from prison?
I know. Yeah, but
Ma'am.
it's reality.
But
though.
every now and then you
Yeah.
can run into one
That's really, yeah.
Because when
You
they're
know.
in what I don't want to talk about this on the
Yeah.
It's okay. We
It's
probably
on-
said
it's on
worse.
video. He don't want his stuff out there.
We probably
He
don't
don't even listen.
But no,
He don't even listen.
Yeah,
That-
but when you
don't
was
put
out
stuff out
there
there.
and the
In the world.
they had an accident,
Oh.
and of course he didn't have no license, and of course for the first time in my life I had to lie.
Oh.
When I say the first time,
That's why I'm
laughing.
laughing.
I got to take care of my
First time
child.
in your life.
And I had
Because
to
you don't
say I
believe
was
it, you're not
tired.
going for it.
What? Oh, the first time I
Oh.
lied.
Yeah.
I had to say that he called me before
Come on,
the cops even got
Yeah,
there. And I know that he was a black cop.
yeah.
I know
Why
he
am I
didn't believe
whispering
it, but
like-
he was so nice
Yeah,
and everything. He let it
yeah.
go. But honey, I told when I got home, I blessed him out.
I bet you
Yeah, I know
did.
you
I
did.
did.
Yeah.
That's when I
First time
learned my
made me
mama was
laugh.
a ride or die.
That's really
I said, she out here and taking it.
Come on, Miss Jerry.
Come on, she riding.
I said she out here taking a rap because I would have
I
been like,
know.
you won't tell the people.
No, I
He
don't
knew-
know. I
in
didn't.
fact,
I
he
didn't
didn't-
still been
Yeah.
paying
He
that
didn't
money.
even
on
ask.
it.
you
He
sure
didn't even
would have.
ask me. He just
Yep.
immediately asked her because he already knew what the answer was going to be.
Really,
Keisha
you
like,
wouldn't
nope.
allow for
But
that?
that's
Well,
a
Keisha's
mother
job
for
is-
her
It
child.
is.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
But child,
Yeah,
that's how it
my
is.
mom is retired. I still got to live in these
Yeah.
streets. By alone.
And Keisha definitely wasn't gonna do it if she working.
You know she wouldn't.
No, I was going to tell you where to go pay
That's
that
probably the
ticket.
reason why she.
Fast.
I'm gonna tell you what
had
the
more than
ticket
she
is.
could pay.
Keisha.
Sorry. Go ahead. This is the last one.
Last question. How have your notions of what it means to be a woman changed over your lifetime? I'll read that again.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Oh, they already know.
She already knows.
as a protector, as a leader,
What?
as a guide, a mother does all these things.
Sure does. 24/7.
24/7. I left out some. If you can think of them,
Add it to it.
Okay, but let me ask you this. How has that changed?
From what you
As a
thought it was
woman,
gonna be.
Not a mother, but a woman,
woman.
without your kids.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I
like
say one thing. When you get older, it's like the woman part of you get pushed behind
Yes.
for a while because you so into your kids and your family and making sure this right, this paid, this. When you get older and they, they get, and they get on their own, then maybe you can come back to yourself.
and you
But,
do.
Yeah, but for a while now, it's all about them.
Oh, I go and
That's
spend
true.
on
That's
myself.
Huh?
I go and spend on myself.
y'all
buy
made me feel like a
clothes.
bad
No,
mom.
I know, and I buy stuff myself, and they don't say, Shannon picked that for you. No, I picked this for me.
Right.
No, I can buy for myself.
She has
done,
done-
yeah,
she has done well.
yes.
My
So they
mother-
always, when they were younger, though, I did not spend
My
on it.
mama is not a
I
fashion
still
person.
buy it.
She did not spend money on
I
herself.
did. Yeah.
So
Everything
when
was
she
about the
finally
kids.
like from the little times that she did need things
Yeah.
or whatever to go to whatever event or
Yeah.
something, she says, "Can you pick me up something?" Whatever. So when she finally, we came into our own and she didn't have to worry about, it wasn't all about us. Then she started like,
Doing
okay,
it
now I can do it
herself.
myself. Yeah.
Well, let me let y'all know this right
I don't
now.
go through
Let me let y'all know
this right
now.
Yeah.
Times have definitely changed
Mhm.
because if I don't give me some me time now,
Yeah.
I will not be able to be the person that I need to be for my kids. So I
Absolutely.
know
Yeah.
that has been a common thing of, oh, your kids are your world, and then you can lose yourself in your kids.
That's the truth.
So-
That's what we did.
and that's not what I'm
And
doing.
and I'm glad that y'all young people are
Yeah.
not doing that now for real.
You know
because
why? Because they're
yeah.
younger.
They young,
But
yeah.
I didn't
And
even
we
think about
see-
that.
We didn't think about it when
You
we was
see
young.
how, it is a great thing to be your children's all. But when
But-
you really look at it, you're losing yourself. And so
And
how can you
and
pour
that's
into
what
others if
happens.
your cup is
That
empty?
what's happening. It really is.
But we're not doing that anymore.
Well, the men ain't losing themselves.
Oh,
Oh, okay,
so-
Keisha.
No.
All
yes,
right.
he is.
That's-
All right,
that's-
Keisha.
That's
Also,
another
Michelle.
story for another time.
Some of them do. They do.
Some
Some
Michelle
of them
talk
do.
about-
Some of them put their dreams on hold.
Okay, for the 10%.
Yeah, because
I don't know,
Keisha
is it
daddy
10
riding
or
on
five?
her.
They're gonna say, they're gonna say you mailbashing again. Mom,
She said,
Don't-
I gave a
Mom,
stat.
don't
I
ride
gave-
that train with Keisha.
I gave a
Don't
statistical.
ride
No,
that
I
train.
gave a
I'm with
statistical
the right.
fact.
I'm with the right train with Keisha.
What was that
It's
you
a
just
10%
said?
or
Mama,
5%.
ride
Is
that
it
train with
10% or 5%? Because Keisha said, okay, for the 10% that do lose
And I
themselves.
don't know. I think maybe 5%. But okay.
But okay, we're not saying all men, but
all right,
some
we
men,
not. We not.
some men do put their dreams
Yes.
to the back burner to see,
Yeah.
their
Even
family.
though
It's rare, but it happens.
some of those sit on the sideline say that's what you should do, but they don't really sacrifice. But okay.
Don't you say a word, Keisha.
Mom, what you mean?
Don't say it.
Huh?
What you mean? Some that says
No,
you
I
should.
just said.
She said
Oh,
she just
okay.
I
said.
forgot.
Y'all know what?
Yeah.
You know what? Y'all have been amazing, but they was bugging us. What we gonna talk about? But y'all have done
Y'all
a
got several
fantastic
calls.
job.
Several calls asking what are we talking
Y'all
about.
have done a fantastic job, and we got to have y'all on again.
I don't know, but okay.
Okay. Yeah. Well, wonderful people, this is a wrap.
It's
for
a wrap,
part two
wrap,
with our
wrap.
moms. We don't know how long it'll be before they come back on. Enjoy it while you can. Check
We
us
enjoy
out on
having them.
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and the Twitter at It's a Shade Podcast. And
Bye.
Bye.
See, and that's that.
All right.